Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Mediocre Takes podcast. Today, we're continuing our Batman animated retrospective with Batman Unlimited Animal Instincts. So let's just get started.
So I don't remember writing this recap, so I apologize. I apologize. My recap says, in a technologically advanced Gotham, Batman and co. face a myriad of animalistic villains led by the Penguin. They foil the Penguin's plan to recreate 9/11.
Wow!
I'm sorry.
Oh my
I
god.
don't remember writing that. I don't know who I was when I wrote that.
Oh my god. I'm literally tearing up. And my stomach hurts.
Should I rewrite that or should we stick?
Keep it in. Keep it
Okay.
in. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna let you take a break for a while. Okay, it's time for another episode of Did This Jim Gordon Cheat on His Wife? What do you think, Mal?
Okay, let me see what I wrote. I think he did 100% just because I don't like the attitude that Jim Gordon has in this movie. He had very few lines in this, but I feel like the lines we were given, he felt a little pretentious, he felt a little sassy, and he felt a little rude. So I do think he cheated on his wife. Actually, because of his attitude, I think he was cucked.
I'm gonna say yes because he's a cop, and I'm gonna say yes every time because he's a cop.
Yes to cheating or yes to being cucked?
You know what? Yes to both. Okay, so I'm so used to Nightwing's suit being blue that I'm honestly really surprised that's red in this version of Batman. I think that was just me though.
I think they were going for a little homage to Batman Beyond,
Hmm.
especially since this is sort of a futuristic
Mm-hmm.
Gotham. So I think because, and I don't know for sure if they were trying to do this, but if it was an homage, then I'm okay with that.
Speaking of Nightwing, is it just me or does Nightwing act differently than he usually does in other Batman media? Like he felt as serious as Batman at times, which isn't the Nightwing I know from the media I've consumed so far. I think they did this because they already have Robin, who's basically one of the jokesters along with the Flash, and maybe they thought like three of them would be too much. Mel, what do you think?
So just to clarify, Tim Drake, aka the third Robin, when he grows up and stops being Robin, he becomes Red Robin, which is who he is in this. I think that he is a little bit more serious in this, but I think that's because they did have Tim Drake, and I think that Tim Drake was portrayed pretty well in this. I think in the comics between Tim Drake and Nightwing, I think that Tim Drake is a little bit more not serious, but a little bit more nerdy, and I do think that Nightwing was a little bit more serious in this. In the comics, he is a bit more like a little bit more sassy. So I do think the personalities were different, but not too drastically different to the point where I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I think I was just happy that Tim Drake was in here in the first place, especially since I think this is the first. No, this is the first Batman animated film that we've watched with him in it as Red Robin. I also think this might be the only one, but I'm not sure about that.
Is he not in the other Batman Unlimited films?
Well, yeah, but like besides that,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I get where you're going with the changes in the characters now. I love how the Flash saves Nightwing by running up a building and is like, yeah, I've never done that before. I love that. I like how Killer Croc is actually a decent character in this, and I like how he's finally in the spotlight. Yeah, I'm just really happy that he's here because whenever he has been in a movie, he's barely utilized. So yeah.
yeah, and he had good screen time on this.
Yeah. The Penguin's reason for doing what he does in this movie feels a bit conceited at times. Like, yes, I get you're being made fun of, but at the same time, that doesn't mean you should kill everyone you know. Just me, though. I get that he's basically evil and stupid, so I guess I understand why he's doing this. But at the same time, I don't get why he's doing this because it just felt really vain.
To counter that, I can think of a lot of millionaires and billionaires that get really insecure and people call them ugly.
Good point.
So I think it does.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, question. Why are the Flash and Green Arrow in this movie? Like, my question is why those two characters specifically, out of like the rest of the DC Universe cast?
Easy. I can explain that easily. That's the action figures they created.
Oh yeah, you did mention this was to sell action figures, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And those are the ones they went with, so they're here now.
Okay, I know I don't want to make fun. Actually, I do want to make fun of the penguin. The penguin looks really fucking weird in this movie. Like, why is he so top heavy? Like, his legs look tiny compared to the rest of his body, and it's honestly so weird.
He looks like a Dorito that doesn't believe in leg day, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And I actually love that.
You do?
Yeah.
It
I
felt
love how
weird.
good yeah, but like that's what I love about him is he looks so goofy.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're going into this movie hoping that's going to be on par with Batman movies that's knock your socks off, you're going to end up disappointed. This is a non-offensive children's Batman film, and that's pretty much all it is. It's a pretty fun Batman animated film, and I think overall it's okay. So here's the thing. Honestly, the majority of Batman films, according to Mal, are pretty bad. And I feel like so far the ones we watch have been 50-50, but I'm pretty sure they get worse as we get further into the modern times.
In the teens, it's rough. And then the more recent Batman films I would say are like pretty killer, but that's because they've taken more risks, I guess, and have really experimented more, and I think it's paid off.
So yeah, when it comes to this, I feel like it's overall a good time. It isn't like absolutely amazing, but I still like it because it's a good time and it's fun. And I feel like if you're going into this movie thinking like it's going to be absolutely beautiful and like absolutely amazing, you're gonna be disappointed. But I still feel like I would recommend this to people because it's still decent, you know?
This or Batman versus Robin, which would you rewatch?
I would definitely watch this one.
Okay.
Why would you watch Batman versus Robin?
Why would you even think that? Why would you even think that? Marco, you're too smart to think that.
I think we ranked Batman versus Robin D both, right?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, that movie was bad. Yeah, this movie was just somewhat competent, and I enjoyed that about it. And my last thing I have to say, I feel like the Flash is way too slow despite being the fucking Flash. Like, why is he so slow? Like, when he got caught by the ape person, like, okay, here's the thing. The ape person dodged. Flash stepped a foot onto the rope. He noticed he was on the rope. And instead of, like, moving right away, he just stood there. And I'm just so confused because I know the Flash is smart, you know? At least I think he is from the media I've consumed.
He's smart, but he's stupid.
Yeah, okay. So I feel like he should have known to move, and I feel like even if he didn't know to move, I feel like he would have moved anyways to go after the gorilla person. So I'm just questioning why that was made. Like I feel like even a bad writer would know to not do that, you know?
In regards to the Flash, I just think that he's book smart, but he's not street smart, you know. So what do we think about the puns? Because there's a good amount.
Once again, kids movie. I don't like it. I won't excuse it, even though it's a kids movie. But I think I'm okay with it.
Okay, I rolled my eyes, but it did not irritate me, which is good.
Same. I also was not irritated by it, but I was like, really, you know?
Okay, also, Robin got the goofiest haircut ever, and I feel like the artist did that on purpose because they hate him. Because there's no other explanation for like why they would do that.
Do you mean Nightwing?
Oh shit, yeah, Nightwing.
Okay, yeah, I know
It
what you're
used to
talking
be
about.
Robin.
Yeah, the haircut was too much.
It was interesting. Speaking of how characters look, how do we feel about the general character design?
Okay, so I'm okay with the new Batman suit Batman has, but not the blue one. I don't really like it. What do you think?
What the fuck? I am the opposite way.
Really?
Yes, I do think that the signal, not the signal. What is
The
it?
Bat logo?
The bat logo on his blue suit looks ugly as fuck.
Yeah, that's my
But I
main
like
gripe.
it. Yeah, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, the logo looks stupid as fuck. But other than that, I do like the. I love the blue and gray suit, and I always will.
Overall, I think the character designs are okay. They're not anything special, but they do the job.
Okay, how do you feel about the fact that Bruce Wayne looks like he's mewing?
Wait, what? Okay, now I need to
He-
search this up.
oh my god,
Explain.
Mewing. It's like I don't know. You know how like men made women feel insecure for literally centuries, and now men are making other men feel insecure because women don't care anymore. Mewing is a thing they created because they think it makes them look good.
Okay, I searched up mewing, and there's this photo that said mewing transformation analysis, and it looks so weird. What?
Yeah, these people look insane, but it's like they suck in their cheeks. Like okay, look at me, Marco. Okay, you listeners are gonna have to look this up on your own. But I'm about to show Marco what mewing is. Okay, like ready? Okay. Like because Bruce Wayne has those like second in cheeks, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When I first saw him, I was like, why is he mewing?
This looks like some incel shit, and I think
It
it is.
is. I think it
Yeah.
started in the community. Okay, anyway, I don't like Bruce Wayne's design. He looks like he's mewing, and if you know, you know. I'm also not a fan of the best way I can describe it is like a chin cover. It's more of a I think like almost all of the characters in this show, their suits sort of have like a weird chin cover. I feel like it's a more popular design. I think one of the most recent things that have this is in My Adventures with Superman. I don't like it. I think it looks stupid. Oh, we also got Man Bat in this, who I personally am a huge fan of, and I think he was used perfectly in this. And I find it so funny that this movie, based off Batman dolls, uses their characters better than most of the modern animated Batman movies that we've watched so far. Okay, I was considering this A tier up until I heard Green Arrow say, "This is why I love cops." If he did not say that sentence, I would have ranked this an A. I don't read Green Arrow stuff mostly because I think he's a boring hero. So I don't know if that's his official stance on cops. I know he's like generally a sarcastic guy, so it could have been a joke, but I don't think it was. It was also like a really jarring sentence. It came out of nowhere. Also, the Flash and Nightwing were totally gonna kiss at the end, right? Yeah. Marco, don't look at me like that.
No, I get it though. I get it.
Okay. Okay.
The way the Flash hugged Nightwing when Nightwing was like, "You can do this," they were totally gonna kiss. Like, come
They were
on.
gonna kiss. Which would emulate sort of what these kids were probably doing with their Batman action figures, which was like making them kiss.
We love a queer.
We do. We also love multiple queers.
Overall, I think this is an okay Batman film. I think it's pretty good for what it is. Here's the thing. I feel like children's media should still be really fucking competent, and I feel like this children's media doesn't reach the level of really fucking competent.
Is it okay? Because here's the thing. I feel like the way that they used specifically Man Bat for this made it feel like it like there was something there like that storyline felt pretty competent to me. I
Mhm.
understand that like the Penguin, it's a little iffy, and I also think that you can excuse the Flash's actions just because sometimes he's just stupid. I think that the only like issue you can see with this is like the Penguin.
Okay, here's the thing with the Man Bat storyline. I feel like I didn't want him to get cured so easily by just happenstance, you know? Because the only reason he gets cured is because he goes under that laser thing and it like fried the Man Bat out of him. I just feel like it was too convenient. Um, what?
Ride the Man Bat out of him.
What? That's what happened.
I mean, you're right, but it sounds funny when you say it like that.
Okay. I just feel like this wasn't the best movie overall, but I still liked it.
Okay, okay. Well, this was a breath of fresh air. And let me tell you why. The number one job for the Batman Unlimited movies was to advertise the Batman Unlimited toy line. They weren't trying to retell a fan favorite storyline or try to make basically a shitty Netflix adult comedy. They were trying to make these heroes and villains look cool, and I think that's exactly what they did. Now, this was more of a Justice League movie with the inclusion of Green Arrow and the Flash, but I give it a free pass because I like the writing. It also has some of my favorite DC villains, Man Bat and Killer Croc. I think they were used tastefully in this. I think that the reason I like this so much was because all of the shitty Batman films we've been recently watching. But I also think that if I just like watched this on a random Tuesday without, watching the timeline of Batman movies we've been watching, I still would have enjoyed it.
Okay, Mel, I'm gonna ask you this question again. If you had to predict where you would rank this from S to F, where would you rank it?
B.
Me too, honestly.
Yay!
We have the same opinion again. That's
We did it. It's so funny that you were like, yeah, this is kind of incompetent, and I guess it was okay. And I was like, yeah, no, this was actually really great. And we both gave it a B.
well, no, I don't think it's incompetent. I just think it isn't as competent as like really good children's media.
Okay.
Is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, you guys, that's our thoughts on Batman Unlimited Animal Instincts. If you want to send us a voice message on Spotify for podcasters, there'll be in the description to below. And Instagram and Bluesky at MidTakesPod and TikTok at the MidTakesPod and a YouTube channel at the Media Takes Podcast. They'll be in the description, so check them out. And that's everything. So goodbye.